Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode. This is Eugene and I know guys that next video that I'm supposed to release is the video about the head units, but unfortunately the app is not ready yet, so I decided to talk about the DSP a little bit. This is a classic DSP from Machete, M8 DSP, so I know it's a little bit complicated for some people because you have to use a laptop to tune this processor, but at the same time I have to say that process to tune your DSP is much easier than to use your head unit, and there's only one thing: you're gonna have a different interface. That's pretty much all. And today guys I want to go through setup process with you. I'll show you how easy to tune your DSP if you're a first-time user and you never tried a DSP before. That's gonna be a great time and great video to help you out and make your audio system sound much better and absolutely different way. So let me start with the unpacking. Alright guys, now let's see what you're gonna expect to see inside in the box. So item number one, of course, is the DSP. So really solid build. This is test number one. I love to perform this test because some of the product are super weak, you know, and has a weird sound, so that's not gonna happen with our DSP. It's really solid build. So Tiffany connector, which allows you to have secure connection on your RCA's cables. Then we have a power cable and the high input cables. Everything here. So it's pretty much, you know, the same process as you install the head units. You're not going to experience any problem or any new wiring in here. Maybe except only one is the remote output. So you also can actually put all your remotes on the amplifiers straight from your DSP. But guys, keep in mind, if you're going to run more than 3 amplifiers, always use relay to make sure you're going to have a good power output on your remote. And then you're gonna have your PC cable as well as the mounting parts, remote control, which is one of the most important part. And for another 50 bucks, guys, you can purchasing the Bluetooth adapter, which allows you to separate your system from your manufacturer. And also you don't need to use anything, no wiring, no RCA's and jacks, all that stuff. So Bluetooth is really simple and pretty much probably the best options. Also warranty card and the manual. In the manual you're going to find all the information how to connect everything and all that stuff, so we're going to go through the manual as well. And in case if you don't like this video, you always can read and go through the all recommendation on the manual. Now let me give you a closer look on our DSP. So as I said before, really well built DSP. It has Tiffany connectors. We have a bunch of input options. So as I said, you have a Bluetooth options. Also you can run everything through the RCA's and the jacks, and also you can use the high output as well. So that's if you're going to use your manufacturer head unit, so you can use that. Also we have a switcher which allows you to choose the way how your DSP going to turn on. So you have an opportunity to turn everything from your basic remote wire. So as soon as the power going to came to remote wiring, your DSP will turn on. Then you're gonna have options of the high output, so that's mean from manufacturer head unit and the RCA's. So as soon as the signal gonna come to RCA's, that's mean you connect your phone to the jack, you start playing music, the DSP gonna turn on automatically. So then we have a option to connect remote in case if you need it, and the PC connector to tune your DSP. Now let me go through the installation process of your DSP, and also I'm going to show you how to actually download application for the DSP and tune everything up. Also guys, keep in mind if you're going to experience some problem with the wiring, you always can take a look on page number 5. There's going to be all diagram how to connect your DSP. Also we have all options to connect that through the manufacturer to manufacture head unit, as well as the separate system from your phone or Bluetooth, wherever is better for you. Now let's download everything and play with this toy a little bit. Now I have to say that was the most stressful video in my life because we have a one step left to set your DSP, just to download your app and calibrate your gains and the crossovers. And unfortunately my HDMI cable was cracked because I'm trying to move TV closer to the camera. Job! The perfect time to download your software and tune your DSP and your system. So first what we're going to do, we're going to Google Bonce. We're going to go on the second link, which is alphard.us. That's our local website. Then we're going to go to more accessories, then Machete M8 DSP software download. Now it's going to move us to our global website, and here we have two links actually, software for Windows and software for Android. In case if you have an Android device, yes guys, you can tune your DSP right from your phone, which is insane. Unfortunately, I have iPhone, I don't have that opportunity, so that's why I have to use a laptop, but it is what it is. So you're gonna see that the last version gonna light up as of current version with a green sign here. So we're gonna install our software for Windows or Android, whatever your operation system is. So then it's gonna be super simple. Just open up your zip folder, install your app, just like next, agree with everything, and you're good to go. So then we're gonna go and connect our DSP to our PC. You can see guys, that was super simple. You just open your app and it's automatically connect. So we connected to our DSP in the main room. So now we're gonna go through the process to tune your DSP. And again guys, we're gonna use as a little example, and not gonna be able to provide you exact numbers how to tune one of your speaker, because every person loves different character of the sound and all that stuff. And of course you have to listen to your system and then move to your tune, you know, and play with that a little bit. So we're gonna go just through the basic thing to make sure you know how the interface is gonna look like and how to work with this. So first what we have here is all our 8 channels and the level for each channels. We also have a delay mode here and the link mode. So the link mode are super cool options because let's say let's figure out what system we're going to tune today as of example. So as of example, we're going to tune, let's say, one pair of AT32 new tweeters, horn tweeters, and pair of the Arnold Neo. Let's say that's what I have, 67N. And of course we have to choose in which mode we're going to tune our system, for the loudness or for the quality. So that's really important because we have 2 different presets which we can switch between each other in real time. So let's say first we're going to tune our loudness mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose our channels. So let's say channel number 1 and 2 is going to be our tweeters. So we're going to link them as the link number 1. Sorry guys, let me double check and make sure, yeah, the screen recorder is working. So we're going to link channel number 1 and 2 as a link number 1. That's going to be our tweeters. So in the channel 3 and 4 is going to be our mid-range speakers. And of course guys, we're going to have a sub in our system, and we're going to link them as link number 3 and connect them at the channel number 7 and 8. Of course, if you're going to use a single RCA cable to your amp, that's fine. So you're just going to choose one of the channel. But then we're going to move to the process to tune our crossovers. And as I said guys, it's much easier than you use your head unit, because you have all those information right here and it's super easy to click. That's my personal opinion. So let's start from the tweeter. We're going to choose our channel number 1 and 2. You see it's automatically actually connect both channels. So it's going to be our left tweeter and right tweeter. Then we have a different type of filtering. Then we have a frequency mode, how you want to cut your speaker, and the order. That means how heavily you're going to cut your speaker. So the filtering type also has a different way to cut your frequency from top or the bottom, whatever you need to tune. So as of example, let's choose one of the filter. Let's say it's going to be Butterworth. So then we're going to cut our tweeter from. We have a recommendation to tune our AT32 from 3000 Hertz. So let's tune it that way. So 3000 Hertz, bam. And we're gonna choose the order. So how hard we're gonna actually cut from the 3000 Hertz. So I'm gonna go with the 4th order, and you can see it's pretty heavily cut here. So now we're done with the tweeter pretty much, because it's gonna play up to 20K. Now we also have opportunity to tune one of the equalization. So we have a 10-way equalization system here. What we can do is we can calibrate and make sure we're gonna bring, you know, our RT in flat as possible to make sure it's gonna play in a good quality. But first, guys, we're gonna tune our loud mode, so we're not gonna touch it because we want to have all those heel and frequency frequency here, I can say. We're gonna leave them, so we're not gonna balance nothing. So we're gonna let them play the way how they play. So we're done with the tweeter. Now we're gonna move to our mid-range speakers. So let's choose our channel number 3 and 4. Also, we're gonna choose the filter first, so Butterworth. Then we're gonna tune our 67 AM. I have a 2 mode. Now we're talking about the loud mode. The loud mode, I have tuned them up from 220. Bam. And let's say it's also gonna play with a 4th order, so it's gonna pretty heavily cut. And from the top, we also gonna cut them. As an example, let's say like 10K. Bam. You can go with any order that you need. Of course, guys, during the tune, you need to play with that and see actually how the speaker respond. Of course, guys, if you already set your gain and let's say position 70% or so, you always can bring your level down to make sure you're not going to burn anything during the calibration. So, but in our case, we're not listening to anything, so we're going to go with 100% on the gain. Now, that's pretty much all. We set our mid-range speakers and move to the sub. Sub, we're going to actually cut only by using a low-pass filter. So we're going to choose Butterworth. We're going to cut it from 60 Hertz, and it's also going to be in 4th order. And now we're done to tune our sub. Now, another cool feature that we have in DSP is the time delay, which allow you to bring absolutely different quality on your on your system. But again, guys, we're not going to touch that in a loud mode. We're going to leave it like this, and now we're going to save that as a preset. So we're pretty much done tune our system. Of course, that's just like, you know, basic example how to tune your speakers, because I guys spent about 4 days to tune my system. I'm not gonna go through all those process. Nobody gonna watch that video. It's gonna be super boring probably. So we're pretty much done with that. Now time to save it as a preset and also save it as a file. So why we need to save that as a file? Just in case if something gonna happen with your DSP, or you're gonna decide to switch the DSP to another car, or you're gonna remove that with some reason, you're gonna save your settings as a file. So we're gonna save current preset to a file. Let's choose desktop somewhere. Okay, wherever. So good. All right, now we're gonna save it as where desktop. Let's say file name loud mode, save. Bam. Now here we have our presets right here. Sorry, I'm gonna cut the window. So now we have a preset saved to our desktop. So in case if something gonna happen, you always can hit the button file and load the preset, load preset from the file. So you're gonna choose those. Where's that desktop loud mode? You see that's what we save. You can choose it and open this up. So now all data that you save gonna automatically transfer to your DSP. So in case something gonna happen, you don't need to recalibrate all your system. And now we're gonna save our loud mode as a preset. So let's say it's our loud mode. We're gonna use those presets when we open the door and do the doors demo. So we're gonna save it as loud, and save. Bam, now we have our preset set. Now we're gonna quit from here and let's tune another preset for the quality mode, or let's say base demo mode, because in my case I have 12 pairs of 67 AN, and if I'm gonna use them in a full tilt and in the same time we're gonna sit inside, it is gonna hurt our ears. Of course, some people might be as the Terminator, I'm not sure, but I don't want to listen in the full tilt inside. So now I'm gonna tune our quality mode, so or base demo mode. The sub I'm gonna leave in the same way. The tweeters and the mids I'm gonna calibrate. And now here I'm gonna use the equalization. The better way, of course, if you're gonna use the RT meter and you can like physically see what's going on in your system, where you have those curve of the frequency, and you can put it down to make sure you're gonna have maximum balance sound, but in our case I'm gonna use my ears. Let's say that's just an example, you know. We play our track, so our favorite music, and we can hear that you have a really huge heel somewhere in the 3000 hertz, which is unbalanced, absolutely unbalanced. So what we can do is we can bring those frequency down. So what we're gonna do is we can choose one of the channel on the equalization here, or you can simply grab that right here by using your mouse. So now what you can do, you can move all those frequency, you know, left and right, and you can play with that in real time. So what does mean? You're gonna turn your sound and you're like, okay, so I'm gonna start from here, and so okay, now it's better, no verses, now bam, and your speaker down. So yeah, you're gonna play with this a little bit to make sure you're gonna bring those frequency a little bit down and make RT as balanced as possible. Of course, guys, in the same time you can bring equalization a little bit up in case if you have those issues, but guys, just a little bit. So use like common sense, you know. Don't do something like this. I want to play it like this. They're gonna cause distortion in your signal, and for sure it's gonna burn the speaker. So now let's bring it back. Oh, sorry, I'm using it as the cut. Now let's bring all equalization down to 0, or we can simply press 0 by using our keyboard. Okay, 0, 0, 0. Now it's a little example how to use your equalization. So now let's say we tune a little bit, so we don't like those frequency here, we put it down. And now the cool thing is you don't need to go in your amplifier and put your gains down. What you can do is you can bring the levels a little bit down to make sure it's not going to hurt nobody. And also, if you put the gain down, you can actually use your speakers in a little bit different ways. So you can bring the frequency a little bit down. So we know that the 67 are respond really nice from in about like 120 hertz. But of course, guys, there's just an example. It's not like true that you have to follow. You have to try it and see how it's gonna play. Of course, you have to look at the X max of the speaker, how it's actually moves to make sure it's not gonna over X max, let's say, something like that. You have to pay attention on that. And now when we put our gains down, we can actually to put the frequency down as well. So we can tune them from 120 hertz, which is gonna bring sound quality in an absolutely different way. In the same time, we're gonna use another feature, which I love. It's the time delay. That's what makes your system play in absolutely different way. So what you're gonna do is gonna delay one of the speaker to make sure you're gonna set your front speakers and play them as the center channel. So you're not, you probably used to experience, if you didn't never use the DSP, you experience that you always can hear the left speaker and right are too far, and you cannot hear it actually, and it's just working as a left speaker. In my case, guys, I have a 12 speakers right on my left ear, and that's too much, you know. I'm just never hear the right door, which is absolutely sucks, and it's not the quality. Of course, 12 pairs and quality, that's something that you cannot stay in the same light, but we still need to bring some quality in your car to make sure it's gonna be cool, you know, and fine. What we're gonna do, we're gonna set our delay. Now again, about the numbers on the delays, whatever you're gonna choose in the units, so it can be centimeters, inches, no matter what, there's no way to say some exact numbers, because every speaker, every setup are different. So in my case, my speaker can be right here, in your case it can be like a little bit down, and all those numbers gonna be absolutely different in every vehicle. So what you need to do is also play with that a little bit. So you're gonna set your, let's say start with the first one and going up a little bit. So you can use your keyboard. Same thing, guys, as with equalization. So you can actually, you know, experience that in a real life and see what's the change. So you're sitting down, you turn your music and you go up like, okay, I feel something. So in here you need to find the best balance. Now, also why I can provide some numbers is just because every person has a different years, and of course I'm like 32 years old, and a little bit deaf on the left ear, just a little bit. And of course, you know, if we're gonna put other person in my car, he might gonna say, "Whoa, listen, I don't like that." But that's really personally, you know, I don't care, you know, which person like my car. I just, you know, tune that for myself. So now you're gonna play with that. You're gonna set your delays as well as the subs. So the subs are the farthest speaker from you. So you need to set it in the right way to make sure the bass and the front gonna play kind of in the same time, you know, and it's gonna be super balanced sound quality. That's reason number one, and the most important reason why I love the DSP. And no matter what you're gonna use, DSP as the classic DSP that you have to tune with a laptop and all that stuff, or you're gonna go with a DSP and the head units. So no matter what, that's the best options and absolutely different sound quality. Now we're done with this. We're gonna set that as the preset number 2. So we're gonna choose preset number 2. We're gonna press here, let's say inside, and save it. Bam. Now we have a 2 preset set, and pretty much your DSP is good to go. Now we're gonna just simply disconnect that, and yes guys, don't forget to save it as a file again, because we did the second preset. We're gonna save it as the file, and then we're gonna disconnect our processor and enjoy our music. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. Of course, if you wanna go through all process to tune your DSP, yes guys, I can spend about 6 hours and sitting inside the car and go through all that stuff, but I don't think so it's going to be interesting for someone, for one even single person. So that's the basic thing. Again, the numbers are not exactly, and it's not 100% recommended by me. You have to play with that. It's all, again, depending on your amplifier and all that stuff, but we just go from super basic thing. And I think that that will make your life easier, and you're never gonna scare the DSP. And I know, guys, that some people are really scared of the DSP because they have to use a laptop, and they're like, "Oh, I never use that. I don't want to do that. I'm the classic person. I want to use the head unit." But yes, guys, the head unit not gonna provide you the same actually features. Again, well, depending which head unit, or maybe you don't have the space for head unit. It's like, you know, it's no way to cover all those topics, because every car are different. But I hope you like this video. I hope this video will help you guys to tune your DSP. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. So next one, I'm sure I'm gonna be something about the DSP. Oh, and let me show you how to change the presets that we set. All right, guys, I just found out that the video gonna take about 30 minutes. I'm not sure that you're gonna watch until this moment, but let me show you how to switch the presets. So we pretty much turn our DSP, and all what we need to do is hit the center button. Wait a second. Yeah, hit the center button, and here we have pretty much all our presets. So we have 6 different presets that we can set. So this is a super simple way how to switch the preset. And remember, we have a second preset as of interior mode inside. So all you need to do is press center, second preset, and press center one more time. Bum, and you're good to go. So thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you next one.